Hello, good morning, everyone. So yesterday we have discussed with how to enable Eigrp. Yes, how to enable Eigrp. Vinod, what is that? How to enable Eigrp?
Configure the router. Configure the router.
Configure the router. How? Let us consider this as a topology, and this is an autonomous system number 12. Tell me. Yes. Yes. Okay, router Eigrp. Very good. Then network. Then network here. Directly connected networks. Yes. 12.0 and no auto. So what about R2? Again, router Eigrp. ASN. Network. 192.168.0 and no automatic summary. So this command is not required because after 15.1 iOS version, this is by default disabled on all Cisco routers. Yeah, but for the remembrance of the command, you can type this no auto summary. Now, so there are three ways how to advertise the networks. So this is one way to advertise the whole network. Even you can advertise a particular IP address, that is 192.168.12.1. Second way, and the third way is to advertise is you can use wildcard 12.0, 0.0.0.250. This will be exact 192.168.12, and this can be up to 254. 1 to 250. This part is clear. So you can advertise the network in three ways. First, second, and third. Anything you can use in the example. Exact IP or the whole network with wildcard mask. Wildcard mask is just the opposite of subnet mask. What is the subnet mask here? Delay in internet. What I can do? Internet. 1 minute. So you can't use this. I'll tell you the reason why. Janendra, let us consider we use network 00000000. The problem with this advertisement inside this 0.0.0.0 is, let us consider R2 is connected to R3 as well, and it is running OSP. Let us consider it is 192.168.23.0 or 13.0/24. This is .1. So even your Eigrp will get enabled on these interface as well if you use this command. So this is never recommended because it will enable Eigrp on all the networks. Clear? So not preferred. But you can use this network and the network IP, network and the exact IP you can choose, or you can use with wildcard mask. I hope it is clear. Now,
can you please repeat it? Why can't we use it?
Because it will enable on 13.0 network as well. It is unnecessary, right? Because this is running in OSP. Let us consider.
So will we get OSPF out as well if we make it 0/0?
No, I didn't get it.
Does it mean that R3 which has OSPF, if enable 0.0 in network, then we will learn?
You will be sending hellos, right? You are wasting your CPU and memory here.
Okay.
Every 5 seconds, it will send a hello packet, right?
Yes.
So it is unnecessary, right? Send a hello packet because it is this network is not enabled with Eigrp. It is enabled with area 0. That is OSP. Yeah.
Okay.
So never use
And
this. Yes.
in case R3 has also EAGRP,
That is fine.
then
That is fine.
okay.
But this is not recommended even the exam, because in the exam, no, it will be connected with different networks. Yeah. That you need to do redistribution. I'll talk about that later. Once we complete OSPF, no, I'll come back to this. Different ASNs, you need to do redistribute. Okay. So after this, we discussed about neighbor table. What are the components in neighbor table? Yes. Handle. What do you mean by handle? Order of adjacency. After that, neighbor IP. After that, interface, exit interface. After this, hold on time. So it is the number of seconds that Eigrp router needs to wait before declaring the neighbor as dead. After hold on time, uptime. This will show you how long your neighbor adjacency is up. After that, smooth rounded time. It is a process of sending an Eigrp packet and getting an acknowledgement back. Next, we have RTO, retransmission time mode. What do you mean by retransmission time mode? It is the number of seconds that an Eigrp router needs to wait before retransmitting. If you have a packet in the queue count. Yes, tell me. Now, after this, we discussed about queue count. This should be seen as 0 always, correct? After this, we discussed about sequence number. So this will tell you the last query, reply, or update packet received. It will tell you the sequence number. Clear? After this, we discussed about the topology table. In topology table, we discussed about passive. Means your Eigrp has calculated the best path to reach to your destination. Now it is stable. If it is, when it will come as active, yes. When there is no successor and feasible successor, then you will see this active part, and this you should not see in Eigrp topology table. Always it should be passive. Then we talked about feasible distance, total distance from source to destination. Then we saw advertised distance is the neighbor's distance to the destination. Then interface, again exit interface. These are the things that is present in your topology table. So topology table contains both your successor and feasible successor. So only the best path is inserted in your routing table. So then we saw equal cost load balancing and unequal cost. By default, your Eigrp does equal cost load balancing if the metric is same along the paths. How to do unequal cost load balancing? Very good. What is the formula? Variance. Yes. Okay, then distance of successor. Let us consider we got a value of 1.96. Always round it up to the next digit and go to the router Eigrp, ASN, and apply the variance and the number. That is 2. Clear? So this much part we have discussed about yesterday. Done? Now.
What if there is no successor?
No successor. Then what kind of topology is that? If you don't
No.
have at least a single part
Like
of
the successor should be have some feasibility, right? The
No,
AD is less than
that is only
FD.
no least FD is the successor. Least feasible distance.
No, if there is no feasible successor, then is there any variance or what? Then what will be the
Then
variance?
how you will bring your feasible successor out into the routing table? Then what is the use of variance then? We don't have a feasible successor in your topology table.
No, variance is to just balance the unequal load curve, right?
Yes.
But FD of successor and FD of the feasible successor. So means there should be a two path, right? That is the concern.
Yes, correct. If there is no feasible successor, then how you will do unequal cost load balancing? Then which path you will bring into the routing table?
Okay.
So today we'll discuss about neighborship criteria. Let us consider we have two routers. So first criteria, common subnet. Both the routers should be on the common subnet. Second part, key values must match. ASN must match. Authentication must match if enabled. Then passive interface should not be enabled. I'll talk about passive interface. And these are the points you need to remember about the Eigrp. So now we'll see one by one. So we'll see common subnet, key values, ASN, and passive interface. So authentication we'll see later. Okay. Now, I hope it is noted. Done. So just take two routers. IP address will be 192.168.12.0/20. So what was the first point? Should be in a common subnet, right? It should. Okay. First name, interface 0/0. IP address will be 192.168.12.1/. Go to R2. Yes, 0/0. IP address will be 192.168.12.2/. Go and enable Eigrp router. Eigrp. How to provide the router ID? This is the command. Eigrp router ID. 1.1.1.1. Advertise the directly connected networks. It is 192.168.12.0. You can use wildcard mask as well. No automatic. So enter. Go to R2. Router. Eigrp 12. Eigrp router ID. 2.2.2.2. Address the network. And no automatic. From the adjacency, IP Eigrp. You have successful adjacencies. Now, what is the first Eigrp neighborship criteria? Should be on the common subnet. Let us consider 1.2 interface 0%. Provided the IP address 192.168.23.2/24. No shut is here always. Show IP interface. So I have provided the IP address as 23. I'll go and enable Eigrp. Router Eigrp. Well, network 192.168.23.0. Enter. Is there any adjacency? What it is saying? Not on common subnet. Means both the routers should be on the common subnet. Otherwise, they will not form neighbor adjacency. If you check show IP Eigrp neighbors, can you see? No neighbor adjacency. What it is saying? Should be on a common subnet. This part is clear. First part. Next, ASN must match. So let me default this interface and no router Eigrp. Router. So before that, provide the IP address 192.168.12.2/20. No sure. So router Eigrp, let me consider 23. Enter. I'll advertise the network. 68.12.0 55. Enter. And no automatic summary. Will they form adjacency? No. Show IP Eigrp. ASN must match. There is no adjacency. Yep. So this is about. What is the third one? K values must match. Okay. Let me remove this. Let me configure. Eigrp 12 and advertise the network. The form now. Fine. Now show IP Eigrp. You have adjacency now. So now tell me what are the key values? Yes. Yes. How many key values we have? 5. What are those? Okay. Bandwidth. Bandwidth then? Load or delay? Delay. Okay. Then low. Then reliability. Empty. Which is K1? Which is K2? Which is K3? Okay. Then delay. K2 is low. Then these are the key values. So by default, we use K1 and K3 as 1. These are all kept as 0. Why? Because of static and dynamic in nature. These are static in nature. These are dynamic in nature. Now, go to the router and check show IP protocols. Show IP protocols. Can you see the key values here? What is by default used? K1 and K3. And the rest is kept as 0. But even you can change these values. So let us consider. Went to R1. Want to change that. So you need to go to router Eigrp 12. The command is metric weights. Question mark. This is always 0. Only TOS 0 is supported. After that, put question mark. We have K1. Let us consider we use K1 as 1. We have K2 as 1. K3 1. K4 as 0. K5 as 0. Enter. No, not required to mention the alphabet. Just you need to replace the values of K1, K2, K3. Enter. Now they will break the adjacency. See? Because of K value mismatch. Can you see what it is saying? K value mismatch. And there is no Eigrp adjacency. Show IP Eigrp neighbors. Can you see? Check show IP protocols. Check the K values. I enabled K1, K2, and K3. But on R2, it is enabled with K1 and K3. Show IP protocols. Can you see here? This is a mismatch. So we don't have any Eigrp adjacency. Clear? Third point. What is the next point? Authentication we'll do it later. Or after that? Passive interface. Okay. We'll discuss about the passive interface. So now what do you mean by passive interface? Anybody has any idea about passive interface? No, it is not that way. Not okay. Okay. So what do you mean by passive interfaces? Let us consider I went and enabled passive interface on Z0/0. So what this passive interface will do is passive interface will disable sending of hello packets. Can anybody tell me where we need to enable this passive interface? Should I enable here? Or where I need to enable this passive interface? R2. Good. Where? This interface? Okay. I will enable and show. 1 minute. This is done? Huh? No? No. Let us consider we went to R2 and enabled passive interface. So first we'll bring back the key values. Router, Eigrp, well, metric weight 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. They will form the adjacency. Can you see? New adjacency. Show IP, Eigrp. Because why? Because key values match both the routers. Now, so now what do you do? Go to R2 and enable passive interface. Right? Go to R2. Let me go to router Eigrp 12. Enable passive interface Z0/0. Right? Enter. Is down. Passive interface passive. Check the adjacency. There is no adjacency. What is the neighborship criteria? Passive interface should not be enabled. Tell me now where I need to enable this passive interface. Very good. That we can do. Good point. So let us consider we have another router. But if let us consider it is connected with OSPF, okay? OSPF area. So on which interface I need to enable? Talking about this interface? Oh, sorry, it is not clear. So this is running in Eigrp 12. ESN 12. Let us consider this is running in OSPF area. This is 192.168.12.0/24. This is 192.168.23.0/24. Dot 2 dot. Tell me where I need to enable. Okay, let us give the interface name as well. Z0/0, 0/0, 1, and Z0/0. Where? Why? Because I am not enabling Eigrp there on that particular interface. Why not to use passive interface? So, correct, right? But I'm not enabling Eigrp here. On this network, I will not at all enable. Then why I require passive interface? Correct? So what I will do, I'll go to R2. I'll create router Eigrp 12. Now I'll enable the network 192.168 dot. But it is running in OSPF, right? I don't need to annotize in Eigrp. What I'll do, I'll create another process. So router OSPF1. So I'll go to network 192.168.23.0, 0.0.0.255 and area 0, correct? So now tell me where this 23.0 is enabled in Eigrp. It is not sending any Eigrp hello packet here. It is sending OSPF hello packet. Why I require passive interface here? If I enable on 23.0 required, but I will not enable it. It's unnecessary to enable the OSPF enabled router in Eigrp. Yes.
Telling that you will not enable
Uh-huh.
that enable. So in the what process we can
Yeah, that only I'm asking you. That question only is to you. I'll answer that question. But think little bit. Where we require passive interface. You are right. You are right. You need to think. Yes, online guys. Sleeping mode. Where you need to enable this passive interfaces, let us consider we have a host here. PC. Let us consider the network 192.168.1.0/20. This is .2 and this is .2. So you need to enable Eigrp on this interface because PC needs to reach to the R2. R2 will forward the packet to R1. So at this point of time, do you think we on this interface it should send a hello packet to PC? Because I'm not forming any adjacency with the PC here. So at this point of time, you need to enable passive interface because you will be wasting your CPU and memory every 5 seconds. Clear? Because I'm not forming any adjacency with my PC. So why I need to send a hello packet here? I hope it is clear. So you need to go to this interface and enable passive interface. What passive interface will do? It will just disable sending of hello packets. Clear? Now, can you see? There is no adjacency if you enable passive. Just wondering. Router Eigrp. Passive interface 0%. Is there adjacency? Can you see? Adjacency is up. Show IP. Eigrp. Yeah. Now, how to change it? Change the bandwidth and the delay. So if we check, do show IP, do show interface 0%. So bandwidth is this many kbps, delay is 10. We have reliability, we have MTU, and we have load. Now, how to change the bandwidth? So bandwidth you can change under the interface. Interface name, and the command is bandwidth. And you can use any value between this range. Let us consider we want to configure as 500. Enter. Exit. We want to configure delay. So you need to go again to the interface and execute delay. Question mark? This is the range you can use. Let us consider I want to use 100. Enter. Go and check. Show interface 0%. Can you see? Bandwidth has changed to 500 and delay has changed to 1000 seconds. Now this part is clear.
Just one question, right? Can you
Yes.
minimize that R2 window?
Mhm.
When you make any passive interface, right, which is on the R2.
Yes.
So if any that means that interface advertisement is not happening, right?
Correct.
Okay, means if there is any PC which is at R2
Mhm.
and which you make as a passive interface, and when the PC is trying to reach the R1, it will not reach until we made that interface as a passive,
No,
right?
nothing like that. Okay, 1 minute. I'll take a piece and show. Virtual PC. Okay, let us take a virtual PC. Okay. No. It doesn't matter whether you enable passive interface or what to say. If you disable passive interface, it will what will passive interface will do is just disable sending of your hello packets. That is not related with your ping or something like that. Reachability will be there whether you enable passive interface or not.
Okay, so we can advertise that R2 to PC network into the
Yes.
Eigrp.
EIGRP, but you need to right, because of how R1 will come to know about this network. If you don't enable EIGRP here, then how R1 will come to know about this network? Okay, let me configure this. 1 minute. 192.168.1.0/20. Then let me go to R2. Watch it, please. Just wait. Okay. Post name. So interface is reversible. Let me give the IP 192.168.12.2/20. Interface 0/1. What is the IP address? 192.168.1.2/24. No shut. Show IP interface B. 12.2 and 1.2. Now I'll go to virtual PC and provide the IP address. So IP 192.168.1.1/255. Sorry, /24. Done. Now I'll go to R2 and enable EIGRP. So router EIGRP. Well, we're going to enable EIGRP on all the directly connected networks. Now let us consider enabled on 12.0. Resistance is up. Now I need to enable EIGRP on 1.0 as well. Should I enable it or not? I need to enable, right? Not as well. Now if you do debug EIGRP packet hello. What is happening now? Sending hello on G0/0 and sending hello on G0/1. Correct? Fine. It is sending a hello packet here and it is sending a hello packet. Why? Because we have enabled EIGRP. Correct? Do you think hello packet is necessary for this PC? Why? We are not forming any adjacency, right? Then why you want to send a hello packet every 5 seconds on G0/1 interface? Can you see? You're wasting your CPU and memory usage, right? So for this reason, what you will do is you will enable passive interface on R2. Before that, let me ping. Will I be able to ping first of all? If yes, how? If no, why? Both the questions. 12.1. Will I be able to ping first of all? Yes.
Sir, if default gateway is set as 1.2, then yes.
Okay. So you mean you need to set the default gateway? Correct. Where were you? There is no default gateway. If you check here, show IP. It requires a default gateway. You have to communicate between two different networks. Please set the default gateway. Default gateway as
Should not it 1.2?
here.
Default.
And at the end. This is your IP.
Okay, okay, yeah,
This
yeah.
is a default. Yes. Enter. Now check. Show IP. Now the IP address is this. Fine. Now try to initiate a page. 292.168.12.1. Able to ping? Everything is fine. Now I'll go and enable passive interface on R2. Go to R2. So do on debug all. So I'll go to interface. Sorry, router Eigrp. Well, enable passive interface on Z0 purple. What this passive interface will do is to disable sending of hello packet. Check debug. Debug Eigrp packets. Hello. Every 5 seconds now hello is sent only on Z0 per 0. Can you see it? There is no hello packet on Z0 per 1 interface. Can you see? Where is the hello? And reachability will be fine. There is no problem with reachability. I hope it is clear now.
Apart from
Passive
PC,
interface will just disable sending of hello packets.
So,
Yes,
okay,
tell me.
so it will do the advertisement for that
Yes.
subnet,
Yes.
for that where we make that enable, but only okay, got it.
Yes. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir,
please go and check. Yes, tell me.
apart from any system PC, I mean, where we don't need this kind of hello packet exchange, is there any other option also where we
You can
use
use the
passive?
access list and filter that. But if you filter, no, you'll not be having reachability. Think so. This is the only way passive interface.
Okay. My question is that apart from this example, is there any other way also where we use passive interface?
Any printer connected interface,
Oh,
Xerox
yes.
machine connected interface, anyway.
Yes, yes. But does
Both
it
connected.
connect in such scenario with directly router?
No,
I didn't.
directly router, if you enable this passive interface, there will be no adjacency. We'll not use that passive interface.
Okay, okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right. So on debug. So now check show IP Eigrp interface. It will enable Eigrp on both the interface. Z0 per 0. Wow. Show run type section. Eigrp. It will disable sending hello packets. It will not disable Eigrp. Something very strange. So there is no Eigrp enabled on this interface. Okay, let me remove this. 1 minute. No router. Sorry, no passive interface. Show IP Eigrp interface. And how it is connected? How connectivity is there? 1 minute. Okay, let me go again. Passive interface Z0 bar 1, right? Oh wow. Then how R1 is coming to know about this? I have reachability, right? Go to R1 routing table. Check show IP route. Eigrp. I know about 1.0. How? Without enabling Eigrp on that particular interface, how I know about this network? You need to find out this. This is your task.
Come
Clear?
again. What is the task?
Clear.
R1 is?
So R1 is able to, what to say, learn this network, right? But if you go and check on R2, I have not enabled Eigrp on that particular interface. Then how R1 is learning? If you check here, show IP Eigrp interface. Can you see? I'm not enabled Eigrp on.
But you advertise that network, right?
Yes, that is the answer. Good. So you advertise the network, so it will not show in the interface table. That is clear? Pass. Okay. This is clear, right? Any doubts here? Passive interface? Any doubts? Okay, fine. Next thing. So what is the by default hello and hold? Eigrp? 5 and 50. Why we require a hello packet? Maintain the adjacency. What about hold? To wait until 15 seconds gets out, then it will declare the neighbor as dead. So even you can change this hello and hold timers. So before that, please check what is a hello and hold. Where I need to check. Show IP protocols. Can I check here? Active timer. Check here and somewhere it will be there. Hello and hold. Show IP. Where I can see this hello and hold. Show interface. This is 0/0. Check here somewhere hello and hold. No? Only forward. Yeah, check this one. Check this. Please check in the Google. Check the hello and hold. Show interface visible. It is configured under the interface. You need to see somewhere here. Hello and hold on.
Not in show IP protocol, sir.
Show IP protocols. No, I'm unable to see.
Sir, it was there on IP protocol, sir.
It was there. Huh? Where? I can't. I'm able to see. Where?
In the beginning, I think before.
Where? This is active timer. That is not required. Check.
Can we check it on show run
No, no.
then section
Show?
hello?
Where?
Run.
Show
Running
run.
config. Yes.
Show run.
Then section hello, something like that. Filter.
No. Can't see. Show run. Interface is 0/0. Because you need to configure under the interface.
I think it show IP Eigrp interface detail.
Interface brief.
Detail.
There's
And
a command like that.
now detail. Interface detail.
Okay.
And the interface number.
Okay. Oh, thanks, man. Good comment. Please remember this comment. I forgot this comment. Sorry, sir. Not it.
That means the hold and the hello and hold timers are per interface, is it? It's
Per
not like
interface. Yes, yes.
so it might change. I mean,
If you change also, your neighbor adjacency will not be affected. I'll just show you.
Okay.
Done. So now, so how to change this hello time and hold time? Go under the interface. So interface is 0.0. The command is IP hello interval. You have to mention the Eigrp ASN and question mark. You can set the hello here. Let us consider I want to set hello as 20. Enter. If you want to set the hold time, the command is IP hold time Eigrp ASN. Let us consider I want to set the hold time as 40. Enter. It will come up. It will come up. This is the command. Hello interval. You need to mention Eigrp and the Eigrp ASN number and the seconds. For hold time, IP hold time, Eigrp ASN and the seconds. Now if you check, show IP, it has been changed. Hello to 20 and hold time to 40. But your adjacency never breaks. There is adjacency. Adjacency is stable. Means timers mismatch can be there in Eigrp. But in OSPF, it is mandatory to have hello and hold time same. So we'll see in OSPF. I hope this part is clear. So your task. So what is your task? You need to take 3 routers. This is your task, guys. You need to submit by tomorrow. Very small task. Three routers running Eigrp. So we have a loopback. Now R2 also we have a loopback. Now R3 also we have a loopback. /32. And they're running in Eigrp ASN 1, 2, 3. So this is 192.168.12.0/24. This is 192.168.23.0/24. Dot 1, dot 2, dot 2, dot 3. 12.0 and 23.0. Class 2.
So we need to make communication between 1.2 to
What?
3.3.
No, I'll tell you. No, that much easy task I will not do. Wait. That you will do, man. 2 minutes you will do. What is it? Enable Eigrp or river. See, another thing you to ask me, where you can enable Eigrp even on the loopbacks as well. Passive interface.
Passive interface.
Yes, because you will enable this, right? Inside the Eigrp. So every 5 seconds, it will send a hello packet here also. So you can enable passive interface here also. Now your task. So you need to go to R1 and set the router ID as 1.1.1.1. So before that, before setting the router ID. So I think as Janendra or someone told. So first, let me know. Sorry, let R1 will ping, should ping to 3.3.3 router. This is your first task. Task 1. R1 should ping to 3.3.3.3. First task done. Second task. So you need to set the router ID on R1. 1.1.1.1. And on R2 also you need to set the router ID same. 1.1.1.1. And on R3, you need to set the router ID as 3.3.3.3. You need to tell me what is the problem. I don't want the solution. I want the problem.
So
You should
R2
tell me-
should not have 2 dot.
It should no. I'm telling you. You need to set this. You can set this right using the command router Eigrp ASN Eigrp router ID You can use this command, you can set that router ID, right? I want to know if router ID is same, what problems will cause, because in OSPF, router ID must be unique, but in Eigrp, if router ID also is same, you will be able to form the adjacency. But I want to know the problem, what problem may happen inside your network. Clear? This is your task. Second task, set router ID on R1 as 1.1.1.1, on R2 also as 1.1.1.1, and on R3 as 3.3.3. Clear? So these two tasks by tomorrow evening, or you need time. 2 days for this. What's the task? 2 days you require? Not
Okay,
till now,
make it
asking.
2 days because today I'll have to go somewhere. So better 2 days. We'll do it, no problem.
Okay, then by Friday.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Done?
And then remind tomorrow as well. If
Okay.
someone's mind skipped, then at least.
Okay, sure. Done?
So we have a class on Friday as well.
Yes, we have a class.
Okay.
Done? Now. So now you got to know how to change hello and hold, right? Can you see? Hello is set to 20. Hold it, this one. Now, so now we'll talk about authentication. So Eigrp supports 2 types of authentication. So one is MD5, and second is HMAC SH. And MD5 is only supported in your classic mode. HMAC SHA is only supported in name mode. So HMAC SHA we'll discuss when we discuss about name mode. Both it is supported. Classic mode and name mode. You can enable MD5, message digest file, but HMAC SHA you need to enable only on the name mode. We'll talk about name mode in tomorrow's class. First of all, tell me why we need authentication. Yes, guys. Why authentication? I hope you guys have heard about authentication, right? Why we require authentication first of all?
Security purpose.
Yes.
Security purpose, sir.
Security purpose. Okay. What kind of security?
So our Eigrp neighborship should not boast unauthorized neighbor.
Unauthorized neighbor. Very good. To form adjacency only with authorized neighbors. Fine. Okay. Now we'll see how to enable MD5. So in order to enable MD5 on a particular router, first you need to configure a keychain. So keychain, and you can specify any name here. Let us consider I use name Cisco. And this need not match on both the routers. It can be different. Let us consider I used Cisco here, and on R2, I used Cisco 123. That doesn't matter. Keychain can be different. Keychain means you need to configure this. Keychain means what I can say. What key? When you put outside, what you put outside your door? Key, right? That like that you need to configure a keychain. Somebody has answered. Why we need authentication on routers? In order to disable rogue, what to say, updates, sending wrong updates. Let us consider we have R3 as well. 13.0/24. So you went and used, you need to consider this 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0. Now what happens? Tell me. You need to consider, I'm telling. Correct, right? Correct, security, right? Now what will happen? Eigrp will get enabled on 13.0 as well. Now if R3 goes and enables Eigrp on 13.0 network, now what happens? They will form adjacency. So in order to, what to say, not to form the adjacency with R3, we use authentication. Clear? You need to assume this. Otherwise, why we require authentication? We don't require it all, correct? Now, you need to configure a keychain. This is the procedure. Don't ask why keychain. This is the procedure how you have to follow. You need to configure MD5. Then key. You need to configure a key and the key ID. Okay. This must match. So you need to configure ID here. So any number you can use here. Let us consider I use the number 1. And this must match on both the routers. And you need to configure a password using the command keystring. Password. And this must also match on both the routers. Clear? Let us consider I use Cisco 123. So key ID must match and keystring must match on both the routers, but keychain need not match. Now you need to go under interface name. First, you need to tell the mode. I'll talk about the command mode MD5, and you need to attach this keychain and the name. Clear? Now we'll go and do this. Let's go to R1 and enable MD5. And authentication must match on both the routers in order to establish the adjacency. So key chain question mark. Can you see? You can use any name here. Let me use this. Enter. Then you need to specify a key ID here. Any key identifier. You can use any number here. And this must match on both the routers. No, this keychain you need to configure in the global configuration. Then you need to go under interface and attach this keychain. Okay. So key and the key ID. Let us consider we use 1. Enter. And then you need to configure key string. Question mark. You need to specify the password. Cisco 123. This will hide your password. Don't use 7. If you use 7, no, it will be in the encrypted format. So just give a normal password. Enter. Now go under the interface and enable this keychain. So interface name. So the command is IP authentication. First specify the mode. Eigrp ASN and question mark. Can you see? Classic mode only supports MD5. Clear? First tell the mode. MD5, enter. Now again, IP authentication. Keychain, Eigrp ASN, and provide the keychain name. What is the keychain name I use? It is Cisco. Now see, they will break the adjacency. Show IP, Eigrp neighbors. Why? Authentication must match on both the routers. Clear? Now go to R2 and enable the MD5 authentication. Configure a keychain here. Any name I told, I can use Cisco 123 here. Enter. Key one. This must match and key string as well. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, I use, right? Go under the interface 0/0. So IP authentication mode. You to specify the Eigrp and the ASN value, then MD5. Enter. First, you need to tell the mode, then you need to attach the keychain. So IP authentication, keychain, Eigrp ASN, and the keychain name, that is Cisco 123. Enter. Now they have formed the adjacency. So what to understand by this? Authentication must match and keychain may be different on both the routers. That will not matter. But if you change the key value, they will just break the adjacency. I'll show you. Is this clear? Please note down these commands. Show run wipe section. So enable keychain name, key ID, and key string. Then go under the interface and attach that. Use these two commands. First tell the mode, then you need to
So
attach.
we have to define the MD5 as well, right?
I have defined here MD5. Yes, you need to. You tell the
But
mode first.
is that value is encrypted or what? Like, or just a simple
It's a
string?
simple
only?
password, simple. That's why we use SSH that is supported in name mode.
Okay.
See, can you see here? You can see the key string here.
Okay.
That's why we use SSH authentication.
But that is in the named.
Name mode, yes. We'll discuss that tomorrow.
Okay. No, just let me note down the command.
Yeah, sure.
Can you show that?
Yes. 1 minute. And you need to go under 0/0 and attach this. So please note down these commands. These 3 and these 2. For authentication mode and keychain name. Which one? Done?
Just 1 minute. Yeah, done.
Okay. Now, let me go to auto and change the key ID. Let me copy paste this. So keychain. Let me configure authentication failure. Let me configure key as 2. Let me give key string as Cisco 123. Enter. They will never form the adjacency. Check. Show IP as RP. Why? Because key ID mismatch. There is no adjacency. Sure. Pipe section. Change the key ID. Then they will be able to form the adjacency. They will form the adjacency. Check. Fine. Key ID must match. Now we'll change the password. Last thing to do. Let me configure the key as 1. Let me configure the key string as anything other than Cisco 123. Let me configure as Cisco 12. Enter. Break the adjacency. Show run pipe section. You see what is saying? Authentication failure means your key ID and key string must match. This part is clear. Any doubts? Anybody? I'm done for the day. Section key. Anybody has any doubts? Yes, Vinod. Doubts? Madan? Doubts? Yes, online guys, any doubts? Darshan, Govind, Janender. Low packet, sir. Who is this? Yellow packets means? Yes, what? Who is this? Magalingam minor question. Are you there? Low yellow packets.
Also, this is Balaji. You'll see me as Seema. Actually, my laptop is not working. So
Okay, sure. Okay, sorry, man. Okay, fine, guys. I hope it is clear. No doubts, right? Okay, guys. Then we'll end up today. We'll continue tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be finishing with Eigrp. So we have 3 more topics left. We'll finish off those 3 topics tomorrow. And then we'll start with OSP. No? Okay. All right. No, sir. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye. Have a nice day.